That's one of my favorite verses. It says, speaking the truth in love. One of my foundational kind of tenets as I think about life is that the problem that we have along these lines in this world is that truth and love are supposed to be like indistinguishably married. Like they're one. They're different, but they're one. They work together. Okay. And they're not apart. Truth and love. Well, when you go to the story, when Adam and Eve decided they were going to separate from the source of truth and love, where it was lived out in a relationship with God, and they were on their own, that's when you see truth and love get divided. I wrote about this in my book, Changes That Heal. And so what did you have? Well, we didn't have it integrated in a loving relationship with the source of truth, who's God. So he said, y'all don't want that. What did he give us? Well, he just gave us the truth, the law, 10 commandments, and a bunch of other laws. Not a lot of love in there, not a lot of forgiveness, not a lot of grace. Boom, boom, boom. If you don't do these things, you are going to die. And guess what, guys? It never worked. And you go to the New Testament and it says this is basically religion. When we gave up a relationship, we got religion. It never works. It's like a diet. You know, you get a sheet of paper, eat these things, don't eat these things. Sort of what Moses did. He gave them 10 do's and don'ts. New Testament says, well, it's right. I mean, the truth is the truth, but it doesn't help you change. It doesn't help you get better. And then you got other people on the other side who are just all love with no truth. That's what we call codependency or enabling. And some people think they're going to love whoever into being a good person or performing. And they think they're just going to love them, but they never stand for any boundaries or stand for any expectations or enforce any limits. And a lot of times that's the only way you're going to see somebody change. But even if somebody's not resistant and kind of being a bad boy or a bad girl, all of us require confrontation, feedback, correction. We need truth to let us know where we can do better. I mean, when I'm working on my golf game and I go take a lesson and I'm sitting out there and I take the club back, I need my teacher to say, I need you to, take it back a little more slowly, and then it's got to go up. It's too flat. It's going behind you. But I need him to say that like it feels like he's trying to help me and not criticize. He's not saying, "You idiot! Can't you take the club back any differently?" So take it from Daddy Sunday School. Take it from Olivia and Lucy when they were 6 and 7 years old. If we're loving and we're not telling somebody the truth, we're not helping them. If we're telling somebody the truth and we're not loving, we're not helping them. It's going to drive them away usually, unless they are of stellar character, which is a good thing. I would want all of us to get there where, and here's a good little nugget, guys. If you're more concerned with how somebody tells you something and they're telling you the truth, if you're more concerned with how they're telling you than what they're telling you, you're 2 steps away from being wise. And I've seen this a lot of times. I've seen people in horrible acting out problems and all this, and a family member will confront them and they come into the shrink and they gripe out about how they're being told. Well, okay, well, stop that behavior, and then we can talk about how you're being told. So what a lot of people do is, well, if you don't tell me in love, I'm being victimized and all of this. And if the IRS doesn't sugarcoat it when they send you a letter, but it's still helpful to know that you better send that check, right? So let's not be demanding that somebody do this right in order for us to do what's right. But when we are on the side of giving it, let's make sure that we do it right. And that's going to give us the greatest result. So you want to raise good, happy kids? It's not a guarantee, but it's the direction that it always goes when it does happen. And that is put love and truth together. Be firm with your limits and expectations and boundaries, but do it without anger. Okay? Do it lovingly. They bring you that homework, go, ooh, that's not going to fly, sweetheart. Try again. They come back, try again. Try again. Oh, there we go. Now you did it. See, I don't have to yell at them to be firm. It's got to be immovable. Okay, put your truth in a loving wrapper when you deliver it.